Argentina residency facts that you don't want to miss. Today I'm going to answer some of the most popular questions our clients have before moving to Argentina. This video will allow you to make the best decisions possible. One of the most common questions that we get is, how long does it take to obtain Argentine residency? This is a very important question. You want to move to Argentina but are uncertain about the application procedures and processing times. There are a couple of things to consider here. First of all, it depends on where you are located at the time of application. Let's say you are on vacation and in the country where you're located there's no Argentine embassy. That usually slows things down a lot. Or if you're overseas and you just can't get your documents, let's say your criminal record certificate, your financial proof, your proof of income if you want to apply for Argentina's pensioner visa, or if you need to get like your marriage certificate and you're from a country where the consulate wherever you're located does not help you with this kind of work, then you have to fly back home or you have to work with an agency. So there are a ton of things that can slow down a visa application, and Argentine residency is really no different. Let's say you're in the country where you want to apply, and the good thing is that typically it takes anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks to get all your documents. In America, sometimes we have clients that are living in a different state and they have to get their marriage certificate from the state where they got married. And the processing times for this document can vary. It can be a week or it can be multiple weeks. So it greatly depends. And of course, there are certain factors that you cannot control, but it's very important that you advise with a professional firm like Nomad Elite, because we will consult you on the process, the documents you have to obtain to qualify and successfully be approved for Argentine residency. And oftentimes what we see is that you actually have to deal with the Argentine embassy or consulate because certain documents must get legalized before a successful application can be filed. You see, there are many moving parts here. There is the moving part where you have to get the local documents from your local authorities, and then there is the legalization part where you have to get the apostilles and you potentially have to work with the Argentine consulate or embassy, and there are also certain things you have to do when you get to Argentina, right? So it doesn't matter where you start overseas, the process overseas does not complete your entire residency application. Additional documents and procedures will need to happen in Argentina. It's also the same in Mexico, right? When you get to Mexico, you have to enter as a resident. You can't enter as a tourist. And then when you're in Mexico, you will get your residency card, right? So there are many moving parts with Mexico residency as well. Another very common question that we get is, what triggers Argentine tax residency? This is a very common question because Argentina does not embrace a territorial tax system, and oftentimes people are scared. They're worried about, oh, I'm going to fall victim to double taxation because my country of citizenship or residency does not have a double tax treaty with Argentina. This is a very common issue that you must resolve, and double taxation is a very realistic problem, and you want to make sure that you have surrendered any tax liabilities in your current country of residency before you move into Argentina, and you have weighted the options to ensure that you don't fall victim to double taxation. This is one of the most commonly ignored issues that we see from people we work with, because most advisors, they don't want to talk about this because it will decrease the amount of people they sign up for their services. They don't talk about this. It's like leave it up to the client, or once they're signed up, they're being informed about these matters. But I think that these matters must be communicated about openly before you get started, so there are no hidden secrets. We don't leave any stones unturned at Nomad Elite. Argentina will tax you on your worldwide income. At what point will Argentina tax you? As soon as you become a resident, you may have to pay taxes in Argentina, assuming that you meet all the requirements and you get successfully approved for Argentine residency. There may be some exceptions where you don't have to pay Argentine taxes during year one, because let's say you get approved very late in the year and Argentina knows that you have lived in another country and you have tax obligations to that country. Argentina may not tax you during the year one, but in year two you will most certainly have to pay taxes on your worldwide income as a legal tax resident of Argentina. Another very popular question that is also raising concerns is, can Argentine citizenship be renounced? And we have looked up the legislation. I've personally read the law that was passed many decades ago, and it says that Argentina usually does not allow naturalized citizens to renounce Argentine citizenship. However, there are some exceptions. In the event of war, let's say you go fight for a foreign army, or you betray the country of Argentina in a very bad, vicious manner, then the Argentine authorities may revoke your Argentine citizenship. So there are some exceptions that will not apply to the vast majority of people watching this video, but there are a very limited number of circumstances under which your Argentine citizenship may be revoked, but it is not a common thing to happen. There may be another exception or two that may apply to natural-born Argentine citizens. Then another very popular question is, does Argentina allow dual citizenship? The answer is yes, Argentina allows dual citizenship in many cases, not in all cases, but in many cases Argentina allows dual citizenship. However, there's a very important consideration that you have to make. You have to consider your current citizenship and whether your current country of citizenship allows dual citizenship. One example is Austria, where you cannot get dual citizenship. There are some exceptions. Let's say you received Austrian citizenship at birth, you were a natural born citizen and one of your parents was from another country and you have received dual citizenship at birth. That's an exception. Another example would be Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was in politics in America, and it was in the best interest of the Austrian authorities to let him retain his Austrian citizenship while he was granted American citizenship. This is a very rare exception that the Austrian government made, and Austria is just one of these countries. There are many countries in Europe that don't allow dual citizenship, and also in the Eastern Hemisphere there are many countries like Singapore where you just can't get dual citizenship. So you would either have to renounce your current citizenship or don't become a citizen of Singapore at all. But yes, Argentina does allow dual citizenship, assuming that your current country of citizenship or citizenships also allow dual citizenship with the country of Argentina. So you really have to look at this from more angles, not just does Argentina allow dual citizenship, but also does my native country allow dual citizenship. Next, do I need to pay import taxes when I import my personal goods into Argentina? There are a lot of scenarios where you may have to pay import taxes or not. As a rule of thumb, if you're a resident of Argentina and you've been a resident for some time and you want to import your personal belongings, say from Europe into Argentina, then you may not be taxed on those personal items. But it depends on what you want to import. It depends on the visa you're on. Let me give an example. Let's say you're getting in on residency by investment in Argentina. You want to import your goods that could be part of the business, where Argentina sees, hey, he starts this business and he wants to import farming product. He's starting a farm, a commercial farm, and he wants to import all these personal farming products, and he declared these products as personal items, but we can see that the intention is to start a business, or let's say the business has been started. So you can't cheat the system. You shouldn't cheat the system anywhere. But if it's real personal items, legitimate items that you want to import that are really for yourself, then if you have residency, you will be able to import them tax-free in most cases. Is Argentina a good place for hiring marketing and tech people? I've been asked this question more now from people that are like in their 30s and their 40s and they have an internet company. They want to outsource to Argentina. Maybe they want to start an office. And so this is a very common question these days. Yes, it is a good place and possibly the best place in whole Latin America to hire tech talent or marketing talent. I think Panama can be good. Argentina is certainly good, probably one of the best, if not the best, just talking from my own personal experiences. And what's good about Argentina is that many Argentines, they actually speak English fluently, something that's not very common in Paraguay, but it is very common in Argentina. So you need language skills, you need people who are bilingual, especially if you focus on the English-speaking markets, the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, and globally. And on top of that, you can hire at very competitive salaries. The hourly rate in Argentina is very low, and most Argentine people are actually very happy if they can work for an American company, a British company, a Canadian company, an Australian company, because it is very hard to find a high-paying job in Argentina because the Argentine peso is getting smashed. And so if they can earn their money in foreign currency, in the dollar, in the euro, and the pound, that's going to go a long way. And in fact, many Argentines, or maybe most Argentines actually prefer working for a foreign company and not an Argentine company because they just have much greater earning power when they're being employed by a foreign company. Last but not least, how can I get started with your services? How can I get started with Nomad Elite? This is a very popular question. So basically, you visit our website. You should see it displayed on the screen. You can also click on the link below the video, go there, book a consultation with us, or if you're ready to sign up, let us know. You can email us and we will send you the payment link. And that's it. We have multiple packages. We have an entry package where you just get the residency. We have a relocate package where you get not just the residency, but we help with bank account opening, with your national ID card, with your tax number, with your driver's license, and with many more things. So most people would want more services, and so these options are great. If you are a family and you want to apply as a couple, or if you have a couple of children and you're certain that you want to invest in Argentina, let's say you want to go ahead and purchase real estate, you want to open up a company, you want people to help you with other processes, then you may consider the Nomad Elite package. Do you have any questions about moving to Argentina? Again, if you're interested in obtaining residency, please contact us. We would love to work with you. Thank you for watching Nomad Elite. We see you on the next video.